Hi there, I'm Shane Spears, and welcome to another edition of Summit Scale, beaming out to you from the beautiful city of Bath in the UK. My guest today is Tom Poland. Tom, a very warm welcome. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Shane. And I think given our respective skin complexions, I think we can, most people could deduce you're in winter and I'm in summer.
Yeah. Tell us where you are, because it's great where you're.
I'm in a little spot called Castaways Beach. Our house is literally on the sand next to the waves. And it's in Queensland, Australia.
Brilliant. For those of you that don't know him, Tom is a best-selling author of the Leadsology series and has started and sold numerous businesses with multi-million-dollar revenues. He tells me he's voluntarily married to a pretty German Frau who he affectionately refers to as his little Bavarian bulldozer. And as he said, he lives quietly and happily on the sand and the waves on Little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia. Brilliant. So, Tom, the title of our interview is Marketing the Invisible, How Independent Professionals Are Generating a Weekly Flow of Inbound Leads. And we're 5 minutes for the interview. If you're ready, I'll set the clock.
Ready to rock.
So tell us about the backstory behind Leadsology and how did it all start?
Right. So the backstory is when I was a lot younger, I started a business and figured out I needed to get the marketing happening properly. So I literally went to pretty much every conference, workshop, read every course I could undertake, came back, implemented. I literally went around the world, actually, implemented everything fastidiously, and the result was absolutely nothing. So I came to the conclusion that when you're marketing services, which was I was doing as a consultant or a coach or a planner, or a financial planner or whatever, the style of marketing had to be very different, because the difference was instead of marketing a product which someone could buy a set of golf clubs or a car and take home and be quite happy with, we were actually proposing a relationship. And so I discovered that people needed to have kind of like a first date or two. Before we proposed, they talked to us about becoming a client. And that was the genesis of what today is known as Leadsology, or Marketing the Invisible.
Brilliant. And you write a lot about what you don't like about marketers, which it seems strange given that you're one yourself. Tell us about that.
Well, I do have a bit of a jaundiced view of us marketers. Seth Godin wrote the book All Marketers Are Liars, and when I first saw the title, I was mortally offended because I'm a big fan of Seth Godin's. And the more I'm in this business, the more I've concluded that he's not far from the truth. But put that aside for a moment. What I'm more against is, other than the BS and the hype that some people spout out, it's the advocating of marketing methods that are either too complicated, too expensive, or ineffective relative to other methods. So it's the proposition that I've got something here, it's going to be you beaut, it'll generate so many leads, it's ridiculous, just give me your money, trust me, and I'll show you how it all works. And very often the experience is sadly a bit like my own, where you put everything into place and there's not a heck of a lot that's changed in terms of dollars flowing into your bank account, other than it's a little emptier from the money you paid for the course of the program you just handed over your hard-earned for.
Yeah. And then
Sorry, you go ahead.
And just in your last book, you talk about the ineffectiveness of Hugh Jackman marketing, as you call it. Can you tell us about that?
It's the phrase Hugh Jackman marketing comes from a conversation I had with my wife. Long story short, I asked her if he knocked at the front door and proposed marriage, what she would do, and she basically said she'd run away with the guy. And I thought, yeah, he's pretty good, he's singing, he can dance, he makes $1 million a week, he's pretty good looking, who can blame us, sort of thing. She did apologize, and I said, there's no need to apologize, the guy's so good. If you proposed to me, I probably would have run away, and I'm not even gay. A lot of people think they're the commercial equivalent of Hugh Jackman when they go to a business networking meeting or a trade show, or send out 10,000 letters or emails and say, hey, look, I'm really good at what I do. Why don't you reach out and book a time to have a chat with me about becoming a client? And that's Hugh Jackman marketing. It's premature proposition. And in that same book, I talk about the 4 levels of psychological allure, which essentially means that we need to create an opportunity for a prospect to get to know us a bit, and for us to be able to establish those 4 levels, which are rapport, respect, relatability, and reciprocity. And that's often a meeting of some description, but a group meeting. As you know, I favor the online meetings because they're incredibly efficient, and they combine the oldest, most proven marketing method in the world, which is speaking to groups of people. It's what Christ, Muhammad, and Buddha used to get billions of clients. Yeah. And you combine that with the newest marketing medium in the world, which is the internet, and you can you've got a very effective lead generation method, which in my experience outstrips anything else, both in terms of simplicity and cost.
Yeah. And another thing you say, and I'll quote, 97% of marketing attempts are doomed to failure and because of a lack of one vital ingredient.
Yeah.
What's that ingredient?
Well, the one vital ingredient, and really it took me 35 years to figure this out, talk about a slow learner. The one vital ingredient is you have to want to do it.
Right.
Because human nature being what it is, every day, I say to people, every day you wake up and you do what you want to do. If you really think about it deeply, virtually every single day you wake up and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And only on some days do you wake up and do what you think you should do. Mm. And so if I think or feel I should be doing blogging or Facebook marketing or online funnels or tripwires and autoresponders, one of three things is going to happen. I'm either will never start it, or I'll start it and I'll stop it, or I'll do it inconsistently. So if it's a marketing method which have you thinking, oh my gosh, I really should do that, I don't really want to, but I will do it, then you'll fail at it because you'll do it at very best inconsistently and get inconsistent results.
Yeah. And one of the things you say differentiation is big. And so how do professionals get noticed and get the message across that they offer as different and more desirable?
Well, the first thing you do is you create a name for your service and you register it. So Leadsology is a registered trademark. Summit Scale is a registered trademark, I noticed. So exactly that. That's the first and easiest and fastest thing to do is you create a proprietary name, registered as a trademark, and that sends a signal to everyone that what you have is unique, that it's different. Right. And it's not a signal too, because by reason of each individual person's experiences, reactions, responses, lessons, etc., the product is unique, the service is unique. And so let's turn that from being something that's actually invisible that people really don't realize is unique into something that's highly visible and create a registered trademark for it. That's the start. There's a lot more to it than our 5 minutes would allow, but that's a pretty good start. And it's a step that virtually everyone can take almost instantly.
Yeah. Brilliant. Tom, as you know, I could talk to you about this stuff all day, but folks, we've run out of time. But for more resources, check out the landing page that Tom's provided, which will be below the video and podcast, www.leadgendemo.com. Tom, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. Fast and furious.
Thanks for checking out our Summit Scale podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes and subscribe, rate us and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the work we do or are looking for a load of free resources to help with scaling your business, check out our website, www.summitleader.com.